the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jessy, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jayden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taman.
Hey, everybody. I am John Taman. I am the world's worst podcast host. However, I enunciate rather well most of the time. But by the end of the show, that'll change too. I'll tell you what, everyone. Welcome to Friday afternoon. Welcome to Friday evening. Welcome to the weekend. This is going to be a nice weekend. We've got a cream puff ahead of us if we treat this right. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Over here to my right is my good friend from Southeastern Virginia, Jessy Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, I have forgotten to get the music ready. And there he is. How you doing there, Jessy? Pull the curtains back. There we are. Come on over and have a seat on the couch. All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Not a problem. It seems like you're here every week.
Yeah. I'm always in town.
We need an applause freaking button. You know, we need an applause sign or a laughing sign so that when I say something stupid like that, like they would on late night TV, you all can laugh.
Yeah, we won't talk about late night TV. We might get canceled.
Yeah. No, we won't talk about that either. And I'll tell you what, I did have some people ask me why we didn't say anything about it, because it was really all going on right when we were on our last podcast. And because, you know what, we're just not about all of that. And we're not going to talk about all of that. We're here for football and we're here for some fun. We don't want the real world intruding and all that. And anybody who has their own personal beliefs about whatever it is that they think in terms of all of those events, hey, man, that's your right. We're here for Commanders football talk. And maybe some NFL talk and maybe some other goofy shit. Speaking of goofy shit, down here from Ireland, our good friend Tony Wheatman stepping in for Scott this week. Thank you very much for stepping in. Scott, we have no idea where he is. Have you seen him? I mean, I know England's a small place and you are up in Ireland. Now, are you on the island? Is it disconnected from the UK?
There is a significant disconnect.
No.
It's called the Irish.
That was part of the war, the significant disconnect. I mean,
yeah, there's a
they don't even associate with the British.
There's a big bit of water between us and us in the UK these days. But yeah, they don't really like the Irish. Don't tend to like the Brits much. So I get away with it as much as I can.
I have to brush up on my geography and see how much water that is. Anyway, man, thanks for coming on. It's always a fun time when you're on. Now, you do know Jessy has an enormous crush on you. I mean, it's obvious,
man.
It's true.
Handsome man.
Dude, every time you're coming on the show, he's texting me these fucking eggplants and shit. I'm like, get away from me.
Hey, two peas in a pod, Jessy and I. Another handsome dude. Not time handsome.
Geez, that doesn't quite work. But anyway, I'm only kidding, of course. Jessy is what he is. And ladies, he's for you. Anyway,
single.
Down there at the bottom. On the left-hand side is my son, Max. Max just celebrated his birthday. Hey, Max.
Hey, how we doing, everybody? We got to do music now.
There you go. No, I'm not doing that.
We are freshly 29 years old down here.
Very good.
I remember when I was 29.
Kids today.
I remember when I was 29, too. And I always thought to myself at the age of 29 is kind of one of those years where you're like, yeah, it's 29. You know, it's not 30 yet. It's not 25. So how are you enjoying being 29? You've been that for a week now.
Well, you know, my back hurts a lot. I wake
At
up
29?
and my shoulder hurts.
I would trade your back for mine.
Oh, my God.
I have my Achilles tendon.
Oh, well, Austin Eckler to you, too. And anyway, I'm doing fine. I've had myself a very nice week, just like I always have a very nice week. I've just been incredibly busy as usual, so I haven't had time to do as much preparation as usual. And thank you, Jessy, for writing up the outline that I will completely ignore like I do every week, which is what makes me the world's worst podcast host. So really, Scott's not here. Does anybody have any idea as to what might happen? I think we should take guesses as to where Scott is. Jessy, you have a theory?
Well, I think since his trip to the U.S., they are now trying to figure out how to put more water in the toilet bowl. So,
in the UK,
yeah, in the UK.
I mean, I think that's long overdue. In all honesty. Yeah, I mean, those of you that have been with the show for a long time realize that we have had this debate continually. Now, Tony, you're over in the UK. You're in Ireland. Now, do you have enough water in the toilet bowl, or do you have that stupid phrase that Scott says, for Christ's sake, use the brush, because you only put a drop in the bottom of the bowl?
I didn't realize Scott was Australian, but
well, I thought Australians just went out the back window.
Oh, anyway, you can't take the Australians anyway.
Where do you think?
Yeah, we're pretty good with water in the toilet, as far as I know.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you're used to nothing, then it's pretty good.
This is Ireland, though. This is Ireland. We have limited rations of everything over here. Potatoes, Guinness.
Well, I mean, if your diet is potatoes and Guinness, I don't think you're shitting much anyway. So I guess it really doesn't make any difference.
Interesting consistency.
All right, so Max, do you have anything to add to that?
I mean, potatoes and Guinness, that's part of a balanced breakfast, everybody.
I thought that's how you make vodka. You just
put
meals in some Guinness and shake it for a while. Honest to God, I think if you shake Guinness, it's like cesium. It'll explode.
So, can I give you some opening bullshit real quick?
Please, this is the opening bullshit segment of the show. You can see it right here in the outline.
Have you seen anything that's been going on at the University of Miami?
Depending on what it is. What is it?
So I'm going to step back real quick. They had a player get killed in 2006.
Okay.
It was a defensive end who was going to be a very high draft pick. Well, in 2021, they arrested a teammate for the case.
Yeah.
And the case is supposed to start in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The investigators have been unable to find a witness, and they have been telling everybody that he's been dead. Well, ESPN found him.
Okay.
ESPN found the key witness in this case alive in Louisville.
Okay.
Why is ESPN able to find things that legal investigators cannot?
Stephen A. Smith. Where were you on the night of August 20th, 2015?
This was the team photo, wasn't it? Where the guy who was the killer.
The murderer is in the picture.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee for the fucking prosecution in his stupid goddamn tank top.
Oh, God.
All right, so I just finished telling people that this was a fun show, and Max brings in a murder case. So thank you, Max. That was really fucking nice.
It's okay because hey, Penn State's going to murder Oregon in 2 weeks. It's okay.
Yeah, well, we were trying to figure out where Scott is. Do you have a theory as to where Scott is?
I think he's just bathing himself in American Mike and Ike's.
That's true. He did go home with enough Mike and Ike's to set off a lot of dogs.
He brought a separate suitcase of fucking American candy.
Like Mike and Ike. To the point where the dogs and all the dogs that were sniffing fucking bags are diabetic now. Holy smokes. I don't know. I think he's at the Upper Fluffington, annual Plumery Awards for the Floral Society. I think that's where he went this weekend. He said he wasn't going to be able to watch the game. He's got obligations that I think go way back into his family. That's how these British people are. I think his like great, like 1620, his uncle joined.
He could be trying to get the old band back together. Too.
Right. Larry, I mean, if they can get a reunion tour together, I think I'd go. Not Farley.
No,
he's still on there or not.
Why he was growing his hair out.
I don't know if the song is still there or not. I think I took the song off of here, so if I find it,
that or the Flying Heartleanies, they could be rehearsing as well too.
God damn it! You.
So we don't know where Scott is.
Well, I heard.
No, we don't know where Scott is.
He signed the official Secrets Act in the UK here now because of his business this weekend. So we could tell you, but we'd probably have to kill you.
That's just a lot of work.
Yeah, I think he's on official business.
Tony's gonna have to fly across the Atlantic. That's just a lot of work that we don't want to do.
No, it's Friday night. I'm not doing any hard work for anybody.
No, it's been a long week.
I'm gonna a quiet weekend this weekend before the whole Dublin NFL weekend next weekend, which is going to be
gosh,
right. So who do you have coming over there next weekend? You guys like the Steelers over there because of
the Steelers and the Vikings.
The Rooneys used to send a lot of money to the IRA. I remember that.
Carson Wentz is going to be playing.
Franco Harrison.
I'm going to say hello.
Goodness,
say hello to Carson again. Yeah,
that's right. Terry Bradshaw would go over with machine guns. Here you go, boys.
That's
courtesy of the Rooneys.
It's week 3 and we have a game of backup quarterbacks already.
Oh God, it's bleak.
All right, so I saw that now. Somehow I missed that I guess we're on to the Commanders segment of the show here. Welcome to that. Somehow I missed that we re-signed Jeff Driscoll.
We did.
Did we?
I don't know. Nikki Jablaba put out a tweet the other day that had a picture of him walking across the field with Marcus Mariota.
It was probably because it's Marcus Mariota.
Well, no, she said it was him and Jeff Driscoll.
It had to have been old Jeff Driscoll's.
Maybe it was an old one. Maybe somebody put up an old one and caught my eye, and I didn't.
Yeah, that's from October 25th, 2024.
Yeah, just want to welcome everybody in the chat. We got a Raiders fan in the chat, Christian.
Oh, do we?
Thanks for being with us. Yeah, we also hope it's going to be a good game. We'll see. I will be there.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a good game. But see, for me, a good game is that we spank the crap out of the Raiders. I want to send them home with a tailbone that has been reshaped by a foot. Look, and it's personal. All right. Before we get into this, I'm going to just go out on record. All right.
I know where this is going.
Super Bowl 18.
Everybody.
Super Bowl 18. Now, look, over on bleedingburgundy.com, you can find an article I wrote about the 1983 Redskins season. It was one of the greatest NFL seasons that nobody remembers because of the fucking Oakland goddamn Raiders. Excuse me, the Los Angeles Raiders at the time. I don't even want to talk about the fucking game, but because of that fucking game. But now I grew up. One of my oldest friend, I've known this guy for over 50 years. All right. Mike, if you're watching, your fucking marble is right here. All right. Your fucking marble is right here. This is a story I'll tell at another time, but there it is, you bastard. Anyway, he's a Raiders fan. Okay. And ever since that day, it doesn't matter what happens. If we beat the Raiders this weekend 55-10, and I call him up and go, hey, he'll go 38-9, hang up the phone, and I can't say a fucking thing. So fuck the Raiders forever. I want to beat the shit out of them every time we play them.
Hey, listen, as long as Marcus Allen isn't playing, we'll be fine.
Shut up, you bastard. Jack Squirick has passed away in all respects, but, you know, he can't haunt us anymore. Or maybe he can. I don't know. But, hey, welcome to the Raider fan. That's cool. You know, obviously I don't have anything against Raider fans. My best friend for the longest time, Raider fan. So the
big news.
The big
obviously.
News.
Jayden Daniels has a knee injury, and Marcus.
There it is.
A little quick on the elephant in the room there, Bubba.
Maybe
sorry.
I was.
Maybe if you read the outline.
Oh shit! You're right.
Damn.
Duly chastised. Okay,
and
well, that seems
we can tie it. We can tie this in because Jade's injury is big news. He did practice today on a limited basis, but Dan Quinn came out today and said that Marcus Mariota would be starting, that Jayden would not dress, and so that means Josh Johnson is our quarterback 2. God forbid anything happened to Marcus Mariota during this game. I know a lot of this fan base is higher on this game on Mariota than I am going into this game.
Jesse's doom and gloom. Stop the presses, everybody.
He's back.
I think 50% of Jayden is better than 100% of Marcus Mariota. And I also think this is a must-win game. And so this is a little bit nervous going.
Do you think it's a must-win or a can't lose?
Absolutely. Because I don't think we're winning the next two, whether Jayden or Mariota starts.
It's Atlanta next week.
Atlanta's next week, and San Diego's the week after that. 2 road games, and I think Atlanta's good. Atlanta is good. But you know, I think we have a chance to win this game, obviously. But a lot of things we haven't had offense since week 1, and other than the great showing of the defense against the Giants, Witt's back. You know,
well, yeah, but it's only week 3.
It is.
It's not like week 1 was 10 weeks ago. So yeah, we're exactly where we were last year, almost. All right, we got the pants beat off of us on Thursday night, and I put more of that on coaching than I do on.
We got embarrassed.
Yeah, I put more of that on the coaching and the game plan and the lack of adjustments than I do really on anything else. But we lost to a playoff team last year in week 1, and we beat the Giants, which is exactly where we are right now. So we're only 1-1. It's not so the Falcons. They can run the ball, but they don't score.
Can I just raise a point here that we're talking about? We blame it on coaching, we blame it on adjustments. Yeah, of course, all those things are important. Mm-hmm. Has anybody actually taken a second to think how good the Packers are?
Oh yeah,
the best team in the league.
They're an excellent team.
The
Packers do what they want to do.
They did exactly the same thing to the Lions in week 1, almost exactly. And true. I mean, I'm not suggesting for 1 second, because obviously Jayden's not playing, that we're going to turn around and put 50 points on the Raiders. But the Lions didn't look too bad last week.
No, that's true. Right.
You know, let's not get too concerned at this point.
Well, Jesse's everything's a must-win at any time.
For the record, the Packers were my NFC pick for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'll put that out there.
So
in the beginning of the season. But my issue is going back to week 1. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had control of that whole entire game. Still didn't play good.
Well, yeah, but you see what they did last week against the Cowboys. And so we are at least above that in terms of defensively. Now, losing Dietrich Wise is going to hurt, but signing Preston Smith, how much of a Dietrich Wise isn't going to any fucking all-pro lists, right? So I like the way he was playing, and I love what he did against the run and all that kind of stuff for one game. But that's all we've had. We've had one game out of him, so I don't even consider him here anymore, right? I mean, it sounds terrible, but I don't know the guy. And as far as Eckler goes, who didn't see that coming? I did. You can't fucking count on that guy.
I didn't see a ruptured Achilles. I said
you can't
maybe a concussion and be out.
Predict that he will miss time. You can definitely. You can go. I think it's Draft Sharks that has a chart of injury history for players, right? And you can look at and his is got dots all over the fucking thing as to where he's been hurt. So, I mean, I feel bad about it, and it hurts our team that Eckler is gone. But to think that he could have carried such a load from the outset was begging for trouble. And I personally think that right now our running back room.
That's why I said it was
fine.
Dumb to get rid of fucking B-Rob.
I think we're fine. I think the running back room is fine. We just have to commit to it, which goes back to what Tony was saying about the Packers game. They are very good, but you can't just feed them what they want. They're like, hey, give us red meat. And we're like, okay, here's some filet mignon. We'll just throw you exactly what you are in the defense to stop all game long. We already hashed that over.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, you say about the run game and establishing the run game this week, and I think that is really important.
Yes.
But obviously, that brings into play another couple of things. One, the offensive line. Obviously, they're going to be starting Wiley. And two, Bates is injured.
Yep.
And Bates is, by common consent, the best blocking tight end, one of the top blocking tight ends.
I think in forever. I think that they said that in the entire solar system.
And the Raiders defense has been okay against the run so far.
Yep.
So it's going to be tough to get it going. So there's challenges.
I think we also we do. You're right, Tony. The Raiders have a good defensive line. They got a great pass rusher in Max Crosby, and they got some meat up front. And they're pretty good against the run. But I think Mariota can pass the ball. These corners aren't very good.
Their corners are awful.
Yeah.
Q Blue Kelly is their starting nickel corner.
What concerns me with Mariota, and this is why, John, rewind 3 years ago when we were talking about who's going to be the quarterback. When I said Marcus Mariota, you fucking laughed at me. You fucking laughed at me. All right. And we got him. He came in for Jayden twice, played very, very well. The problem with Mariota coming into this game is he didn't fucking play at all in
practice
season.
And it's not because of a small owie. It's because of an Achilles tendonitis. All right. Now, Max, didn't you tell me at one time that tendonitis is a tear?
Yes. It's small tears in the tendon.
A micro tear in the Achilles tendon. We are this close to fucking Josh Johnson, which puts us this close to Sam Hartman. All right. So, yeah,
I wonder if they're going to pull Sam Hartman up for this game. They probably should.
They probably will. They need a third quarterback.
No, please. Yeah. No, I tell you what, I'd rather Joe Sinnott go back there and take snaps. Honest to God. I don't know who would be number
Luke McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey. Bring in Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah, get McCaffrey back there.
Anybody. Literally
anybody. Right.
So we got the shake. Tony mentioned earlier, we got the shakeup in the offensive line. With Allegretti being bitch. I think all of us can agree.
We thought that was going to happen week 1.
Yeah.
Well, look at this from Thursday night.
Zach Ertz, Stanford. Brandon Coleman, DVCC. Nick Allegretti, Illinois. Tyler Biadasz, Amherst, Wisconsin.
So they were telling us right there. They knew. They were telling us. So, yeah, I'm good because...
Yeah. So look, Connolly needed some fucking help on that side. I would also expect them to, instead of John Bates, have a Trent Scott out there as in certain packages to help as that second tight end for blocking wise. I just don't know if they trust anybody else to do that. Obviously Ertz does not block. I mean, he's okay, but we all know what Ertz is to this team. And Sinnott just don't know if he's developed enough to that. And Yankoff is a little
up, dude. Step it up. He's got
Yankoff is a little shaken up as well. He's been on the injury.
He's not the best blocker. But yeah, next man up.
He kind of caught between the devil and the deep blue sea a little bit here because, talking about trying to establish a run game, which we do need to do and is important. The offensive line is unsettled still. The blocking tight end's out. So, okay, we try and establish a passing game, but our star quarterback's injured. Now, okay, Mariota's a serviceable replacement, but, you wouldn't bet your life on that being reliable this week.
I mean, listen, I think Mariota's a top 3 backup quarterback in the NFL.
Sure, he's seen a lot of defenses, and I mean that to me, experience matters a lot when it comes to backup quarterback.
But
he's got skill too, which helps.
Yeah, it just concerns me that he just has not had any practice time because of
That's the thing. The heel concerns me very much because that is as you see, Eckler no contact. It just happens most of the time when you see something happen to an Achilles. Nobody hits him. Who's that? Southern Oregon reps with love from Raider Nation. Keep up the hard work, guys. Respect. Thank you very much. He pooped today. And congratulations on that, sir.
That's a good job, man.
Very good.
We take the wins as they come. We take them as they come. Celebrate them.
That's right. I'll tell you what. I don't know. I think we could probably do well if we call this play. Now, Max, you're into calling plays and being able to spot what's going on. What's going on there? Do you understand that call?
I thought that was the tush push.
Was it?
Isn't that the deep ball?
I think.
I always thought that was the tush push.
No, I think you've got the wrong end of things there, Max. I'm going to blame that on your mother. But yeah, okay. So anyway, that's all the stupid videos I have for the day. I tell you what, in the Raiders, when you say their run defense is good, okay, whatever. It's week 2. It's week 3. They've had 2 games to prove it. What I don't want to see is us run scared like we did, I thought, on Thursday, which was we tried to run it a little bit. It didn't work. We got our nose punched. Oh, no. But instead of doing the Bruce Lee, and getting up and kicking some ass, we fucking ran and said, okay, we're just going to go empty backfield all night and play right into your hands. This week, run the fucking ball, right? We all want to see what Bill can do. Let Bill do it. We know what Chris Rodriguez can do. Let him come in. We know what Jeremy McNichols can do. Let him come in and be that committee and go ahead and pound these fucking Raiders and get some short fields. But we'll get to the defense in a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anybody's got anything to add to that?
Well, I was going to come to the defense, but if you want to come to that after, I suppose, maybe even to introduce that. The one thing that's going to really help the offense is the defense. The defense has got to start making some plays. It's got to start turning the ball over.
Book of football knowledge.
Got to turn the ball over. Tony, you're 100% right. What have we not done yet this season?
Turn the ball over. It was a problem last year too.
What has Joe Witt screamed since he got here? His defense was going to do turn the ball over. We haven't. We fucking haven't.
No, complementary football. And actually, no better man to turn the ball over than Geno
Smith.
Yeah, he's had a rough little start. 4 interceptions, and a fumble.
He's had a fumble.
Yeah.
I love Geno. He can make some great plays. I'm not slagging Geno because he's very dangerous.
No,
he puts the ball in harm's way a lot.
Yeah. But he can throw the fucking football.
Whatever. I think Geno Smith is a bottom half of the league quarterback. I think he's always been a bottom half of the league quarterback. And I think that anything he's ever done to put him above the bottom half of the league is an anomaly. You see what he does. He's not a young quarterback anymore. He's an elder veteran that's been around the league several times, and he will still throw up that fucking duck ball for anybody that wants it at any given time. They can't protect him right now. There's a bum's rush on him all the time. Ashton Junty, when he's running the ball, he's good. All right, you gotta hit that son of a bitch, and you gotta wrap him up. Otherwise, he's gonna bounce right off.
He's smaller than I thought.
In pass protection, he has no idea what he's doing. He could fall down on the field and do a better job than what he's doing. He might trip somebody.
Did you see usage stats last week?
What's that?
Did you see Junty's usage stats last week? His snap percentage went down significantly because they took him off the field on passing downs because he can't pass block.
Yeah.
On third down, he went from something like 89% first week of being on the field to, I think it was just below 50 or just above 50.
Isn't he getting like, Max, you probably have the stats up, like 2.3 yards per carry or something like that?
He has 30 carries for 81 yards, which is 2.7 a carry.
0.7. Yeah.
So don't let him have his breakout day this week. Exert your will on this bad offensive line.
I think he's going to be a good running back. He just needs time to develop.
He's too small.
I don't think he's too small. Dude, did you watch him in the open field last week when he finally got a little bit of it? He bounces off of guys.
You're right. But
he hits into guys.
This is a running back that is Darren Sproles sized.
Do you remember Darren Sproles?
Yeah, and you know what he didn't do?
What's that?
You know what Darren Sproles wasn't? An every down back. You know what Ashton Junty needs to be? An every down back.
Well, you're right. That's a good point.
In college, he just looked bigger than he does in the pros.
Because he was playing against people that are now UPS drivers, Jesse.
They went to the WAC. They didn't go to UPS.
So you've got to. He's 5'8", so he's certainly not tall, and he's about 200 pounds, maybe
5'8", 208.
208. Okay, so he's not big, but
he's got a center of balance that's down by his ankles. He can't knock him over. He's like a weeble.
Well, the other thing, if looking at the stats this week with him is, he's number one. Not that it's his fault in contact yards before contact.
Right,
he's getting hit in the backfield basically every time.
Yeah. Their offensive line's terrible. So
Deron Payne, Johnny Newton. You need to eat. Do your
This should be a game like the Giants in terms of how they control that line of scrimmage.
Yes.
It might be a game to just grind it out, smash the shit out of them on defense, keep them to 13 points, score 20 points, take the W. Thank you very much.
Make another 21-6 game.
Yeah.
Look, when I say establish the run, I don't mean, let's get 40 minutes worth of running plays in there. What I mean is make them respect it. All right. Start it off. Get a couple of first downs, even if you throw the ball a few times in those series. But don't shy away from the run. I don't want to see 3 straight passing plays in any drive unless we get up. Make them respect it. And then I'll tell you what, let Marcus Mariota throw it downfield. Let Terry break out with Marcus Mariota.
Triz, a resident Eagle fan. Thanks for being here, buddy.
So in their base defense, their cornerbacks are Darian Porter, Eric Stokes, Akibu Kelly is the nickelback, Jeremy Chin, and Isaiah Polamau are their secondary. They're going to have to play back. They have to. Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel and whoever a third receiver is going to be, Luke McCaffrey, maybe, they are better than all 5 of those guys. They have to play back, and they have to. They can't let us have it over the top. Our run game should feast. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to run the ball today or Sunday,
which will open up the over the top later on in the game, theoretically, right?
We all know that all of us know that Jeremy Chin is awful at pass defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm expecting a good game from Zach Ertz for sure. Me. I don't know. Jesse wants to cover you, but I'm not going to go there.
Look at this. Resident Eagles fans ready to trade Jalen Hurts.
Oh, giving up on Jalen Hurts twist, really? Not the fact that they're 2-0.
I know this is off on a tangent right here, but I've seen more and more Eagles fans like Hurts doesn't have really great stats.
Last week he completed 1 pass of more than 10 air yards.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to defend Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. And I'm going to talk to all of you Madden kids, man, that grew up playing Madden. You got to have more patience than what you have, all right? Remember, last year at this time, remember A.J. Brown started griping. Well, he had a great fucking year, okay? So Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback. Dude's won 2 Super Bowls. I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say about him being a game manager or a tush pusher or whatever.
He ain't no top 5 quarterback.
I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. He's a winning quarterback, and that makes all the difference. If he can win without throwing the ball, that's protecting the ball. That's what we were talking about earlier about the run, right? If we could do that, that would be great. But we haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, the Eagles fans, as we all know, are the most fickle bunch in the world because, they can turn in a second. I mean, I was unfortunate enough to be at the NFC Championship game, and they were screaming their heads off when they went ahead. But when the Commanders got back to 14-12 midway through the second quarter, they wanted everybody fired.
Oh, I'm sure. I said last year that Nick Sirianni would be the first coach that everybody was chanting fire him at his Super Bowl parade.
Did you guys, any of you, see what AJ Brown today said about Emmanuel Forbes?
Yeah, he's the least of his worries.
He said he's the least of my worries.
Forbes been having a good season so far.
Forbes?
That's all right. He's about to get exposed.
He's starting, isn't he?
He is with the Rams.
He is.
He's doing good.
1. He's number 1. You know why he's number 1? Because number 12 wouldn't fit on him. He went too far around.
All right, back to the Commanders.
Back to the Commanders. All right, let me take a look at the outline here and see where we are. All right, so the elephant in the room.
Right, other key injuries we're talking about. We talked about Bates.
Go ahead. Run the deal.
We got
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. So who's going to step up for Noah Brown? Who do we think? Or do we think is it going to be Chris Moore? Is it going to be Luke?
Moore, or it's got to be Luke McCaffrey? It's one of the two.
Luke, you got to step up. This is the week, man. I think
we see something from Luke this week.
You got to. I mean, the thing about Luke to me has been the fact that they just haven't targeted him. Yeah. All right. We see in film all the time that he's open. People point him out. Look, he's open. But he also, we talked about this many times, he tends to come from the left side of the field where Jayden tends to run to the right when things, break down. He tends to roll out to the right, which leaves kind of Luke in that bad zone where you throw it across your body, what I call the Brett Favre zone. You don't do that, right? So
Ward zone.
Right. Well, in the NFC Championship, Brett Favre did.
Thanks for being with us. We had
the Redskins going down. Now, there's an old school Raider fan.
More Raiders fans in here, and we welcome opposing fans.
That's
we're
right.
not going to talk too much shit.
Damn right.
And look,
Raider fan. I'm an old school Redskins fan. Fuck you guys.
If Jayden was playing, y'all wouldn't have a chance. But y'all have a slight chance now that Jayden's not playing.
Well, I don't know, man. I honest to God, I don't know. Jayden, I want to always see Jayden play if he's able to play. But he hadn't been playing well. His passes were off. I'd rather see him work through it against a team like Oakland. Or, Vegas.
See, I think Jayden was he was going to work himself out. I just don't.
Yeah, look, if this was a playoff game, he'd be playing. It's a simple.
You're probably right. It's week 3. Isn't that what happened to RG3 though? They're bringing up the bad news. That's what happened in the playoff game.
Yeah, he wanted to play according to Quinn.
I just think Quinn and company, they're being overly cautious. I don't agree with it, but. That's why I fucking dig ditches and not coach.
That's why you pay for a seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. All right, I've just been told that if the Raiders were indeed in a playoff game, that would be considered probably the fifth sign of the apocalypse, and we're all shit. So, thank you for calling. All right, so let's see here. We've got these kinds of things here. Let's go. What's going about?
We'll get to that heat check. We'll get to that.
Well, there it is. There's the battle plan right there. Okay, we're going to go with battle plans right now. Max, we'll start with you. What do you got to do to beat the Raiders?
Stop Brock Bowers.
Okay, yeah, that's a good job.
Well, honestly, wait. His knee is a big question because yes, he was able to practice. Yes, he's playing. Last week, he wasn't healthy, and we could see it. Yeah. If our linebackers and our safeties can contain Brock Bowers, that's their offense.
Tucker Kraft just dissected this team. I'm not really freaking.
Yeah, but that's also a healthy Tucker Kraft versus a hobbled Brock Bowers.
Whatever. 155 yards or whatever he got and 2 touchdowns or whatever he got. He got a crazy game. Best game he ever had.
Yeah, Brock's status, I know he's playing, but how healthy is he? I mean, it's another week coming off. We'll see, and that is a definite worry,
Well, yeah,
it is.
Because what's always true when it comes to the Redskins, Washington football team, and the Commanders is death, taxes, and not being able to cover fucking tight ends.
You got that right.
Fucking happen. That's just
it's so aggravating.
It is. It's so freaking aggravating.
You hear what Bobby Wagner said last week when Tucker Kraft ran past him? They asked him in the locker room. You know what he said? He goes, I thought I knew where he was, but then some unseen force stopped me when I was trying to cover him and let him run by.
Yeah.
Anyway, was it Father Time?
It could have been Father Time. Yeah, it probably was. And I think Genty stopping him is going to be one of those things where, yeah, you got to. I'm not worried about I think we're okay against the run. We held Jacobs to Max. You got that up?
I can get it.
You got to look under schmucks in the dumpster to find Jacobs.
And obviously,
I think Jacobs' line was actually pretty good.
Jacobs at 84.
Yeah, 84. But it didn't look great.
23 for 84.
So
Jacobs,
yeah.
That's his year.
So
no,
that was a little down.
Jacobs for us was 23 for 84 at the
84
touchdown.
yards.
That wasn't bad for. I thought we did relatively well against Jacobs. He's a great fucking running back.
Did you just say a touchdown?
Yes.
No, they didn't score a touchdown against us.
The Packers?
Oh no, I'm talking about. Never mind. I'm talking about somebody else.
You're talking about Tracy, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And you know what it was? I'm old, and I thought Lawrence Jacobs, and then I thought about other things that had to do with Jacobs, and my old ass brain did this.
I do think we need to get to Gino. Make him make mistakes. He's prone to making mistakes. Let's get 1 or 2 of them. We win a turnover battle, we win this game.
I tell you what. Well, see, any turnover will be our first turnover.
Yeah,
and I think that the primary thing is to stop Genty. All right, if we can bottle Genty up and not let him do his bowling ball thing and start bouncing off guys, wrap him up and take him down, hit him with a bunch of helmets. Their passing game. I mean, yeah, Bowers is Bowers, but their offensive line is a sieve. And Geno Smith. He closed. I don't know what the fuck he does. He closes his eyes. He's not accurate. So Bowers has that working against him. I mean, he can be. Every once in a while, he'll wake up. And let's hope it's not on Sunday. But I just don't see him as the quarterback that everybody thinks he might be.
In me and Tony's dynasty league, Geno is my 3rd quarterback. They take the 2 highest ones. I have Josh Allen. I have Detroit. What's his?
Is this a best ball league?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bullshit league. I can't stand best ball.
Who's the damn Detroit Lions quarterback?
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff. And I have Geno Smith. 5 times last year, Geno scored higher than Jared Goff.
Yeah, well, last year, in Seattle, you're right. It was a bit different, but now he's a year older. He doesn't have the weapons that he would have had up there. He doesn't have the running game yet that he had up there. I mean, up there he had Charbonnet and he had Derek Walker. Right, and he's also got DK Metcalf up there. He's got Smith and Jigba up there. So he's got weapons to work with. He's got a better offensive line up there. That's the thing that I've noticed the most when I've seen the Raiders this year, which all admittedly was the Chargers game. It's the first time I've really watched a full game of theirs. But it was a jailbreak, man. Geno Smith was under duress almost every time he went back to throw. And that, to me, is the key. You stop Genty, you stop him, Geno will give it to you.
Yeah, and they've got, Jacoby Myers is a solid receiver. He's not elite, but he could do damage. Powers, depending on his health, obviously could do damage. So, it's not like the Raiders don't have any threats. Trey Tucker gets down the field pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not like they have nobody, but I think if we can heat Geno up a little bit, then he does have a tendency to put the ball in harm's way. So that's got to be the plan. I mean, it's hardly a unique game plan, but
Mariota can produce points, really.
He came in twice for us last year and produced very well. And I think it's more the offense.
That's
and
what
listen,
else. Good.
Like Terry, I think Terry's going to eat this game. And y'all got to worry about Deebo Samuel. And he's been our best player on offense this year. And he has not disappointed. Everybody called him fat at the on the off season.
Dude
isn't. And he has been our best player by far. And expect that to continue to happen.
I'd like to see them give him a couple of sweeps this game, specifically because I took him to get more than 10 yards in one of my big parlays this game. So let's go.
They're going to have to look for ways to be creative or a little bit more creative on offense than if Jayden was playing, because
you got to run.
You're going to be able to get some of that scrambling power that Jayden has, but it's not going to be nearly as much. I mean, Mariota just doesn't have the wheels that much wheels anymore. He still has some, but
did you see that Dallas game last year with that read option? He can run.
I mean, he's okay with it. I can remember when he was with Oakland, that was all he did.
When you were nursing a Achilles injury all off season,
you don't go running.
Perspective too.
That's not helpful.
To me, the key to the Commanders side of the ball is to run the ball. Establish a running game and don't put it all on Mariota. Don't say, okay, we're going to make you throw it 45 times tonight so that you can win this game.
I want to see Deebo.
You're right.
Behind center.
Deebo quarterback?
Line up a quarterback?
Just use him more around the formation. Use him in the backfield. Bring him across in motion. Bring him across on a jet sweep. Throw him some screens. Get it.
We saw a beautiful jet sweep in the first play of
a touchdown.
How much of that do you guys?
19-yard gain on that one.
Yeah. How much of this do you guys think it's only week 3 and we're not trying to open the whole playbook yet?
They need to open it because what we've seen lately ain't been that great.
If you're going to tell me that and tell me that against Green Bay we're going to run 12 running plays to the running backs, I'm going to say, well, you better open up to page 3. You guys, goddamn it, this ain't working. You got to open up the playbook to the running section because you can't ignore it. You just can't go one-dimensional. We just can't.
I always think that in September, the way that teams are with preseason and things these days is, you're not going to see the best of anybody really until 3 or 4 weeks into the season. Generally, some teams come out, the Bills,
San Diego,
came out flying. But I think it's going to take some time to bed in, and this week's not going to help because there's no consistency or continuity there with not only Jayden's injury but Bates' injury. We're talking about the run game, and I know we've said it already with Bates, but it's going to be hard to run as well as we would otherwise run without Bates. So there's a challenge there.
Maybe.
So, maybe. Who knows? And I think that there is a tendency after 2 weeks to overreact to things a little bit. I'm guilty of it as well.
Really? After NFL fans overreact?
But after 2 games, and you can't compare 1 week. It's the NFL is a week-to-week league.
It is. You're right.
It is.
You can't compare 1 week to the next anyway.
It's still a liar's league right now at week 2.
Absolutely.
You still are not quite sure. I mean, seriously, I'm looking at making a couple of bets this weekend, and I honestly am
look
not
at Daniel Jones. Do we expect Daniel Jones to really like?
Right.
For betting wise, the Colts are the 3rd highest team in the AFC to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
the 3rd.
I'm not buying it yet.
They're 2-0, and I will say this when it comes to that. We'll get into the NFL because we're going to talk about that too. Dude, when you bring up Daniel Jones, right? He's the number 2 quarterback in the league right now. You know who was number 2 last year at this time? Ready? Derek Carr. So
yeah, I was about to say New Orleans is New Orleans 2-0. New Orleans were 2-0 and scored 94 points at this time.
That's right.
Let's kind of hold the horses a bit.
Right. You're 100% right. Mariota is definitely a capable backup, one of the best in the league. Ertz is healthy.
Ertz is good. Ertz is going to be he's a chain mover.
Bates is out. Ertz is good.
Yeah, Bates is out. Ertz is the touchdown maker, chain mover.
I agree. I think it's early season fluff. Heat check. I do. I'm not buying the Colts at all right now. Not with goofy ass Daniel Jones under center. I mean, that white helmet, man, it makes his face even goofier looking than he was in the fucking Giants.
You ever hear him call signals when they got the microphones turned up real loud and he's out there going, "Guys, we'll get those guys." I tell you what, I don't know what they have to tell him, but they probably call this play a lot. Daniel. Honest to God, the things guys do on a football field.
The Saints scored 90 points in 2 games.
That's right. That's right.
And then they went out and put up 15-12 against the Eagles.
I always say week 1's a liar, but look, week 2 and week 3 are even liars. You can't get a handle on anything in September.
I think nowadays, because nobody plays in the preseason, it's really like it's the NFL's preseason. Still trying to work out. I mean, we've made moves on the offensive line already this year, and we're only going into week 3. So I think a lot of teams are still trying to figure out different aspects of the team.
Oh, I'm glad we did, because I mean, even Thursday Night Football knew about our offense.
Zach Ertz, Stanford. Brandon Coleman, DVCC. Nick Allegretti, Illinois. Tyler Biadasz, Amherst, Wisconsin.
Fucking Weird Science was such a good movie.
Thank you, Paramount Pictures, for the the use of Chet there.
All right, we got a man on a mission. Or
we do have the man on a mission. All right, let's see here. I got the man on a mission. All right. Man on a mission. Who's going to have a good game? Tony.
Well.
We
spent the whole off-season and preseason and training camp talking, arguing, discussing the value of Terry McLaurin. Was he worth the money? Was he worth wide receiver 1 money? Well, admittedly, you can argue whether the contract was that good or not, but he got paid. At the end of the day, he got paid. And he needs to produce. Yeah. Now, okay, Mariota's playing this week, but I think after 2 games last season, Terry's stats were comparable to where they are now. And the Bengals game.
Yeah, he had 39 yards after 2 games last year.
Yeah, so it's time for Terry to show up.
Right. And we all were saying this last year. We were having the argument with Jessy about whether he was elite or not at this point last year. And then he did have a breakout game against the Bengals.
Yeah, it's time.
All right, so
earn the money.
I'm sorry.
Earn the money.
Who's your man on a mission?
Cliff Kingsbury. We got to call it a much better game than we did against Green Bay. Our running game needs to get going, and you need to attack those defensive backs.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Make them. Don't let them just pin their ears back, man. Just make them respect some sort of a run, even if it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You know what? If we go for it on 4th down, you get a first down every time. You get 3 yards. So, Jessy, who's your man on a mission?
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's 2. The linebackers. You need to do something. Frankie Louvu.
Yes.
And show the fuck up already.
Yes,
please, man. Show up.
That was
Wagner. Let's take a 5-hour energy before we go. Get a little pep in your step, because you got not only worry about Brock. I mean, you can put Harris in this group too, but worrying about Brock Bowers, but you got to worry about Genty as well. You make sure that they don't get out of control.
Yeah, Genty is a strange bird, man, because he does bounce off of guys. I mean, we saw it with Scadaboo. All right, in the first week, and that fucking idiot Kyle Brandt gave him the goddamn angry runs for the first week for a block that he made.
He did, and he had negative fucking yards.
Dude, yeah,
it's inevitable. It's NFL media promo propaganda bullshit.
I used to
I'll give Wagner this: when he goes for a tackle, it sticks. He can tackle like the best of them.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jonty has a way of bouncing off guys. They're going to have to wrap him up. They're going to have to take him down. And you took the one that I had pointed out, which was Frankie Louvu, which I've seen him flying around but not making plays. I've seen him bounce off guys. I saw him go right over the top of Scadaboo. I saw him go over the top of a guy in Green Bay and then run back down and throw him out of bounds with a lot of emphasis after the first down. So yeah, man, show up, get in that backfield. Geno Smith will give it up. Give it up. All right. Yep. He'll just give it up if you get in there and fucking hit him. So get in there and hit him. That's to me. I'm taking the same one as Jesse. That's the man on a mission. Frankie Louvu, get in there and hit him. So. All right. There you go. You use 5 seconds of that and they can't sue you. I hope. I'm just being I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night, so I think I know I'm a lawyer. I will hope. All right. So what can the Raiders do to beat us? We'll start with you, Jesse.
I mean, I think the biggest question for the Raiders right now is Brock Bowers. They could really do some damage with Brock Bowers if he's healthy.
Okay. All right. What about you, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, Bowers is the best, when healthy, is the best tight end in the NFL. They're still finding themselves, the Raiders. Obviously they have a new quarterback, new coaching staff. So you would expect them to get better as the season progresses. So, I think that I just hope that, at some point, Genty's going to have a breakout game. Mm-hmm. Let's just hope it's not going to be against us. The fact he's getting hit in the backfield as often as he is so regularly encourages me, because I think that, the interior push that we got in week 1 at least was decent. So if we can get that push and stop Genty, I think that's going to go a long way to stopping them. But I just have a slight concern in talking about what the Raiders can do to beat us is if we can't establish a run game because of not having Bates and because the three backs are, there's no elite back there in theory, that the game gets put onto Mariota's shoulders and Mariota has to go out and win the game. Now, Jayden could go out and win the game.
Yeah, that puts it on the offensive line, and
it's kind of all connected. But at the same time, if the game's put in the quarterback's hands,
right,
I wouldn't be as confident in Mariota, obviously,
especially against a guy like Crosby coming in.
Yeah,
if he knows you're just throwing, he's going to kill you.
Well, Crosby's going to. I imagine if I was a Raiders D-line coach, I'm going to be lining Crosby up on the right of our offensive line as often as possible. That's
why I think we see Trent Scott in to come help out playing that second role.
Yeah, they've got to have a pass protection plan that involves either an extra offensive lineman or tight end stays in or back chips him on every play. There's got to be something. You can't just leave him one-on-one. Conley had a rough time last week. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I agree with the decision to leave him in there because it would have been easy to bench him. You don't want to bench your first round pick after 2 weeks.
And Conley, look, that pass rush is a lot different than Crosby. Okay, Crosby's a different animal, and maybe Conley.
Micah Parsons. I mean, he's faced a baptism of fire.
Yeah,
the Giants have a good defensive line, and they were pussycats compared to what Parsons brought. And probably what Crosby. I mean, dude, I'm watching Crosby last week. He's the only thing on their team that's really shining out. Stopping running plays because he's just getting across the fucking line before the tackle's even out of his stance. He's so fucking fast. He's cutting behind the freaking line as they're still coming up. It's like, holy shit, is he not off sides? No, he's not.
Yeah, and that's a big difference because I think with Crosby, as you say, he's a bit of a lone wolf. Whereas what Parsons has done effectively is he's kind of unlocked a bit more of Rashawn Gary, and he's unlocked a bit of Lucas Van Ness. So these guys are all going to benefit from having Parsons there, and you could tell that against us because they were coming out from all angles, and it wasn't just Parsons. Now, whether the Raiders have the talent around Crosby to do that, it's a question.
Well, here I got a video that's loading up right now of Crosby and how he likes.
Like I said before, while you're loading that video, if Jayden was playing, I'd have zero doubts about this game.
Right,
zero.
I have zero still. I think that they can handle the Raiders. It's about stopping Jonty and then going after Geno. Geno ain't gonna beat you. No. So this is the way Crosby rushes. There you go. I mean, he's in there before anybody even knows what the hell's going on.
That's quick. That's quick off the ball.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Big Simp.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you at the Red Zone lot on Sunday, buddy.
All right. Hey, Heat Check's telling us the Redskins are going down. Okay. We'll find out, my friend.
He said that like an hour ago.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll keep it up here. I don't care. I'm way behind here. Whatever. Let's see who we host. Oh, Adrian Lindsay's in here. What's up, Adrian? Adrian is a Bears fan. I am so sorry for you, sir. Adrian is a good old friend of mine. He's been in my virtual life now for probably 20 years, and he is a poor Bears fan. I'll tell you what. Why don't we move on to our NFL segment of the game? Or of the show here, so that we can talk about the Bears and other things. We do a little bit of gambling here. Now, Tony, I know we didn't tell you about this because you were kind of a late thing there, because once we found out that Scott was, tied up by a prostitute somewhere and the police were looking for him, we needed somebody to come on real quick unless he was released, but he wasn't yet. Nobody's found him. Not we've heard anything. So let me see here. Let's try this.
I was so close to hitting a huge parlay last night. Fucking Keon Coleman, dude. 10 more yards, dude. That's all you had to do is 10 more yards, and I would have gotten like $600 fucking dollars.
Dude, last week, all of us came close to hitting our parlay. All of us were within one. All right, so this is Jesse's big easy money same game parlay of the week, and you're going big on the Bengals and Vikings game.
Yeah, I would never have thought I would ever put money on Carson Wentz ever again. But here we are.
I was like, what?
Not
Carson Wentz.
Here we are. And the only reason is because of O'Connell. I got Carson Wentz at 175 alt passing yards, Justin Jefferson, 50 plus receiving yards, Jordan Mason, an anytime touchdown, Jake Browning, 200 plus alt passing yards, Andre, how do you pronounce this fucking Yoshivash?
Okay. Andre
20 receiving yards, Chase Brown, anytime touchdown, Chase Brown, 50 plus 50 alt rushing yards, and Jamar Chase plus 50 receiving yards at 1504.
So $10 will get you $150.40 over there at FanDuel, where we get our things. And we are not sponsored by FanDuel. They don't pay us any money, but they should, because we talk about them all the time. Andre Yoshivash, that's an interesting pick, because I believe this would be his first 20 yards of the season if he gets any of these.
No, I thought it was the first game he had a 20-yard reception.
He's been, because I'm in a couple of fantasy leagues, like all of us are, and he was on my radar a couple of times because he is that kind of, and it's got to spread around, eventually, right?
Jesse Yoshivash had one catch for 12 yards on the season.
That's probably the catch that I saw in the first game. But Yoshivash, he hits and misses, man, just like all last season. He is a hit and misser, so I feel good about that 20 yards with Jake Browning.
There you go. 20 yards.
The thing with Yoshivash is that he was the number 3, I think, but he's lost some time to Mitchell Tinsley. Yeah.
Mitchell Tinsley. So many Commanders fans are angry because we let Mitchell Tinsley go. But hey, man, you can't keep everybody, right? And frankly, I love Mitchell Tinsley. I'm a Penn State fan. I knew what I'd seen out of him at Penn State. Of course, y'all heard me say the same things about Jahan Dotson, and I still loved what I saw out of him at Penn State and what he was here as a rookie until Eric Bieniemy showed him the dark side and ruined him. But I love that he's doing this now, that he's up there in Cincinnati making a name for himself.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, great. And you hear so many times, how many times you hear that for a wide receiver a lot, the light comes on after 3 years. Well, he spent 2 years on a practice squad, and now he's making plays. Good for him.
Yeah.
All right. So there, you're going big on the Bengals and the Vikings. Max, let me pull up yours here. Let's pull up Max's long shot. Hang on a minute. I got to go fucking move around here and all this shit up here. Max's long shot. There it is. Max's long shot for the week. You're big on this game. The Cowboys and the
I'm going heavy on this. I don't think these defenses are good.
No, neither is anybody else. I think the over-under on this game is 50.
The Bears, actually, did you guys know that the NFC Player of the Week for both weeks this season has been the quarterback going into the Bears?
Although how they gave that to
I don't know why they gave it to McCarthy in week 1. He had a half a quarter's worth of good.
Did. So I've got Dak and Caleb both going over their passing numbers. I like Pickens. I didn't have CD over. I had CD under, Dad.
Oh, I thought it was set over. Sorry.
You're fine. I've got George Pickens going over, and I have CD going under because I think Pickens is starting to take his fair share of targets there.
Yeah.
Roma Dunze is the only thing that Caleb Williams can throw the ball to, which is he's going to go over and score a touchdown.
By the way, in the Yanks versus Wanks fantasy league, I do have DJ Moore up on the trade block.
Did you guys see my team name in the Yanks versus Wakes fantasy league?
I did see it.
It's pretty accurate.
I think so.
It's the dumpster fires.
Yeah, I tell you what,
in last place. It's bad.
Tony, you are a fellow 2-0er in the.
I am. I'm. My 3 main fantasy leagues, no, not dynasty leagues. My in-season leagues. I'm 2-0 in all 3, so I'm good.
There you go. And I mean, we are in the same division. You are slightly ahead of me due to points, but me, for my own sense of happiness, I have, in my 2 wins, defeated Jessy and Max. So once I get one over Scott, I will lord it over this podcast.
I told y'all in the chat, I was giving everybody a head start.
Okay. I go 3-12. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to lord it over this podcast.
My season starts now, and I play Max.
God damn it!
So,
Jesus. Right. I'll do a new Scouse, everybody.
Scouse is already 0-2. Hang on a minute. Where am I going now? I'm still lost in this.
All right, Scott's Pisser. We got Scott's Pisser.
We do, but I'm just going to hit this real quick since we gave it an update. All right, so there you go. Scouse is 0-2, Jesse's 0-2, Max is 0-2, and Tony and I are 2-0. Scott is 1-1. We made one trade, and he turned me down on another one. Oh well. I offered him Ricky Pearsall for George Pickens. He didn't like it.
Oh, I might have taken that one.
Interesting. Yeah. That's an interesting one.
I mean, he was sitting on his bench. All right, Scott's Pisser of the week. Here we go right here. So, Tony, since you're Scott today, I guess if you want to read off Scott's picks and tell us whether you agree with them or not.
Packers -7.5. Who are the Packers playing again?
The Browns.
The Browns.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, definitely. Saquon touchdown anytime. Yeah, definitely. Bijan, yeah, anytime. Nick Chubb touchdown anytime. Ooh.
They're playing the Jaguars.
That's the one that's a little.
Oh yeah, Jonathan
iffy.
Taylor anytime. Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right, now the over/under on extra letters I have in Jonathan Taylor's name is 1.
John Anson Taylor.
So, real quick, Nick Chubb is averaging 4 yards a carry right now.
Yeah, he's running hard.
He's running well for that team.
He scored,
it still make me nervous though. I need to see a little bit more.
That's the one that might drag it down.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's Scott's Pisser of the week. Now, Scott's Pisser last week almost came in, with the exception of a Bucky Irving touchdown. I don't really like doing anytime touchdowns, with the exception of Saquon Barkley. He's about the only automatic I can think of in the league right now that you can guarantee he's going to get you 115 out of 17 weeks. But
I think it's matchup. You want to look at your matchups when it's coming to any time. It's like last night. I did Dalton Kincaid. I felt really good.
I did on the Dolphins. I took the Dolphins money line and an 8-chain touchdown.
When you put that into our text thread,
Jesus Christ.
You know why I did? Because 95% of people put money on the Bills, so I figured it was a $2 loss. Everybody, it's okay.
No. It's more than a $2 loss. I'm your father. And I had to hear about this on a podcast. Go around the world.
It's your pride as well.
In fact, this is probably going out into outer space, and the aliens are going to hear it one day, and they're going to go, "That guy fucking failed with his fatherhood." Jesus Christ!
Oh boy. Well, you guys see my name in the Pick'ems league too?
Go ahead and tell us what it is.
My picks stink.
Well, okay. Maybe you shouldn't be picking where you're picking. That might be the problem. All right, so my picks for the week, my parlay card for the week. Let's see, there it is, right here. John's card.
Oh, you betting on us? Jesus Christ!
I am. I got the Commanders -3, giving a field goal at home to the Raiders. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Packers -7.5. I'm going to take that too. Damn, my bongo player started off with a lot of friggin' tooting his nose. He's going real fast and loud. Colts minus 4.5. Look, I don't care. I feel fucking stupid doing it. I actually offered somebody in another league a trade for Daniel Jones this week, and I felt dirty. I had to go in the shower and cry.
I picked him up on a waiver wire.
I was crying in the shower. I actually tried to trade for Daniel Jones.
Well, Jayden,
Look, until they show me otherwise, minus 4.5, I'm taking that one. Texans plus 1.5 against the Jaguars. The Jaguars, I'm not sure what they are yet. I really am not sure what they are. The Texans defense is damn good, though. I know that. And the Bengals plus 3 over the Vikings. The Vikings are starting Carson Wentz. And I know Jesse's fucking picking Carson Wentz, but Jesus Christ, it's Carson fucking Wentz.
Hey, I'm just picking Carson Wentz to get more than 175 yards. That's all.
You're right.
Hey, Jesse,
You're right.
Jesse, real quick, because I'm curious. What do you think about Penix or Jones if you had that for your fantasy options?
Oh,
Jesus.
My start got hurt, so.
I think Jones.
Penix.
I think Jones.
In my big Irish league, which is my main league, Jayden's my quarterback. So I've had to choose between Penix. Who did you say, Max? Penix.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, and you'll probably laugh at me for this, but I went for Caleb Williams.
Against the Cowboys defense, it's not maybe a bad pick. Man.
See, I did have Joe Burrow.
Points aren't
his
wins.
foot fell off. So
Yeah.
All right, so I got the Bengals.
I
plus
just
3.
can't trust Daniel Jones yet.
I know it's the name factor. It's like, oh my God, it's Daniel Jones. How can I trust him? But I'm trusting him this week, minus 4.5 against the Titans. Yes, I think I'm going to get that. The Bengals plus 3. When I'm laughing at Carson Wentz, I think Browning is better for one. I think he's got better weapons, and I think they're going into Minnesota. And
Browning's a solid backup.
Browning might be better than Mariota as a backup quarterback.
He's a good quarterback, and I mean he's not a great quarterback. He might not be a very good starter somewhere, but for what he's got to do this week to beat Carson Wentz, look, I know the Vikings have a decent defense, but I think they can do it. They've got great weapons all over the damn field. So yeah, give me the Bengals plus 3, and I think that game's going over 42.5 points. So there's my card for the week, and there's a winner for you right there.
Adrian, you could very well be right, but I got to see it to believe it, to put any faith in. I just can't yet. I can't do it yet. We've seen too much. We've seen way too much.
Browning?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Oh, and Daniel Jones. I know. But 4.5 points against the Titans. The Titans are not good. All right. They're just not good. And the Colts have been even if they only score once, they can beat the Titans by 4.5 points.
Did you see that ball
at home though in the dome? Very nice and relaxing.
Did you see the ball that not Caleb Williams, the Titans quarterback, Cam Ward threw over Emmanuel Forbes, by the way, where he's rolling right and threw the ball to the left pylon?
Yeah.
That should never work.
When you factor in this, right, a quarterback in the NFL has the skill to be able to not only, I play sports in which a ball flies through the air. If the wind is blowing, you know which way it's blowing. All right. So you can get the ball to do certain things in that wind. And if in the case of Emmanuel Forbes, you also know that if the wind comes up right now, that motherfucker's going to get blown 3 yards that way. So you guys going to come open. Right? If there's a wind blowing across the field, Forbes is having a hard time. If he's running into it, he's slow. If he's running with it, he's blown off into the sidelines. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
if he turns sideways, everybody hears a whistling sound.
Cam Ward came into the league with a reputation as being a playmaker, and that was a hell of a play. Whether he'd do it again and get away with it again is a
different story
entirely.
When it's not, Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, yeah.
A two-dimensional person. He really is.
Do we want to run through and just do the game picks just so Scott
go ahead. You got the schedule up?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and put the picks down. Scotty, I know you're watching later. Get the book out.
Yeah. All right. So Atlanta at Cowboys or at Carolina. Atlanta's favored by 5.5. I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one.
All right. We're just picking winners, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Atlanta.
Winners.
I'm going with the upset. Give me the Panthers.
Atlanta.
All right, Green Bay.
Earl McMillan's going to have himself a game.
Green Bay.
AJ Terrell is out.
At the Browns. Obviously, Green Bay.
Green Bay would have to have an accident with their bus.
Did you see Joe Flacco trying to chase down Nate Wiggins on Sunday?
Let's see. Steelers at the Patriots. Steelers are a 1.5 favorite. This is an interesting game of shit.
It's an interesting game.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what the Steelers are yet. I really
Yeah.
don't. I mean, after week 1, you thought, okay, Aaron Rodgers has something in the tank, and then last week he was a dud.
Well,
So
that all their momentum got stolen when Caleb Johnson let that ball bounce over his head.
Yeah.
That game was a game until then, and then that just let all of the wind out of their sails.
but they didn't have a very good game, period. I mean, there wasn't any much score. Now, the Patriots, aren't they leading the league in sacks?
Yes, they have 11.
Against the Dolphins, or last week against the Dolphins, they were rushing 2 guys half the time.
I'm going with the Steelers. I'm not comfortable with it, but since I got to pick somebody, I'm going to pick the Steelers.
I'm going to pick the Steelers because I'm going to get shot if I don't.
I'm gonna pick the Steelers, but only because they come into Dublin next week, and I want them to be 2-1 and having a bit of momentum.
All right, I'll go against everybody. I'll pick the Patriots. They're at home. Their defense has been getting sacks. Aaron Rodgers, he's got a cane.
Yeah,
he can't run too fast.
Probably the game of the week. LA at Philly. Philly's 3.5 point favorites. I'm going to the Rams. I'm probably going to be on the island here. I'm going with the Rams. I like LA in this game. I don't think Philly is Philly. At least Philly of last year. I think they can be had. And I think the Rams are going to have them.
All right, I'm going to take the Eagles. I think the Rams coming across the country. The Eagles are that. I think they're good. I think they're good enough to beat good teams without having to throw the ball all over the place. I think that and I just don't know that the Rams are going to be able to stick with them as of yet.
I'm taking the Rams. I think that the Eagles have they're good, but they're struggling too. They can't put up points. And the Rams, Stafford is on one right now.
Yeah,
he is putting balls
great.
in places. He is handing balls 30 yards downfield. That's how good he's placing it.
Playing like Stafford's a
They don't have anybody in that defensive back field that can handle Nakua at all.
I'm gonna go Philly.
Yeah,
just because they're the champs, and until somebody dethrones them, I have to see it to believe it. So
they're at home, right?
Philly at home. Philly at home wins.
Yeah, I think so.
Indianapolis 4.5 point favorites against the Titans.
Give me the Colts. Go Daniel Jones.
Give me the Colts.
Give me the Colts. Go Daniel Jones.
This is the Saints of last year until they fail.
Give me the
That's
Titans.
Right.
All right, you're going to Titans?
Taking the
Titans, man.
Okay.
Titans
I can't Ward.
All
right,
you're gonna have to text us your picks before Sunday.
Tyrod Taylor led Jets because Justin Field has a concussion. Are at the Bucks. Bucks are 6.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Bucks.
The Bucks are going to win by 60. That Jets team is bad.
Definitely the Bucks.
I'm going to take the Bucks, but it's not like they're not. I mean, they've got the talent. They just haven't really. I thought they really against the Texans. The Texans are a good defense.
Well,
the Jets
remember
are
too,
defense.
that game started with 4 straight touchdowns, and then they didn't get a first down until the fourth quarter.
I got it, but at the same time, I think it's kind of the same thing. I'm going to take the Bucks simply because the Jets are. I never will take the Jets. I'm sorry.
Tristan Wirfs coming back this game, or did he?
Tristan Wirfs not yet. No.
Okay. Tony.
Did I?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't think so.
You picked the Bucks, didn't you?
Oh yeah, sorry, no, the Bucks. Yeah.
All right. The battle of the backups. Cincinnati is on the road against the Vikings. The Vikings are 3-point favorites. Jesus, man, I fucking don't know. I think this is more of a coin flip. I'm going to go to Vikings because they're at home. That's the only freaking reason.
I'm taking the Bengals. I think they've got a better quarterback, and he will be able to utilize the weapons that he has better than Carson Wentz will be able to utilize the weapons he has. But if I was going to bet a touchdown, Jordan Mason's going to score.
I'm going to take the Bengals.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Vikings because they've got the better defense, and in the battle of backup quarterbacks, give me the defense.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of agree with that. All right, Texans, Jaguars. Jags are at home. They are a 1.5 favorite in this game. I like Houston. I like Houston in this game.
I do too. I took them in my card, my big parlay for the week. I took Houston. I like their defense a lot. I don't think the Jaguars are quite clicking, even though Travis Etienne is really running well. Brian Thomas Jr. looks like he's afraid of the ball. He looks like he's afraid of defensive
what's going
backs.
on with that, man?
I'm not sure, man. I'm looking at people that are Jaguars fans talking about, oh, we want to get rid of him. Fine, cut him. We'll take him.
Yeah,
we'll take him in a heartbeat. Hell yeah.
I saw somewhere, and this could be an excuse for him, that the ball that it looked like he stopped on, it was like a stick route that he was actually meant to break the right off and just stick. Now whether that's true or not, or whether he just shit his pants.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that whenever we see something on the field that we don't understand, we automatically defer to he just shit his pants and he sucks. So, go for it. Max, who are you taking?
I'm actually going to take Jacksonville.
Well, I mean, they're at home. It's not that,
I think that Liam Cohen is going to get this offense rolling.
I hope so. That's why I picked Travis Trevor Lawrence in so many leagues. That's why I picked him, and I've got Etienne in one league that I'm very happy with so far. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll take the Texans. I'm not convinced by the Jags. I'm not convinced that Trevor Lawrence is improving at all.
I took the Texans too. Did you see that commercial with him and Travis Hunter?
Yes.
Last night. Look, I don't want to make any aspersions or anything, but gay.
Saints at Seahawks. Seahawks are 7.5-point favorites.
Charbonnet is doubtful,
but I'm taking the Seahawks.
Isn't that weird? Charbonnet's foot's hurt. Walker's playing. Charbonnet's got a hurt foot.
The Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Yeah, give me that. Seahawks.
All right, a big AFC West game. Broncos, Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3.
This is in Denver, right? Or no, this is in LA.
In LA. I like the Chargers in this game. I think Bo Nix is overrated, and they're starting to get. We all know Denver's got a great defense, but I think they can be had, and I like the way Herbert's playing. So give me the Chargers.
Overrated, huh? Maybe I'll send you an offer like maybe Ricky Pearsall for Cortland Sutton. I'll send it over. You can think about it.
I'll think about it.
I'll tell you what. The Chargers defense has been playing really well, but Khalil Mack got hurt last week. I'm not sure how big of a problem that's going to be, but the Broncos defense got beat up last week too. So give me the Chargers, man. They're playing hot. They're throwing the ball all over the damn place. Quentin Johnston's having a season all of a sudden.
Yeah, what happened to Ladd McConkey?
He'll be all right.
Yep. He's getting his catches. He just hasn't gotten in the end zone.
He's scoring me points on my dynasty league. So.
Yeah. Maybe I'll send an offer over for him.
Quentin Johnson scoring points in mine. I hung on to him.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have, but he's scoring. I'll take the Chargers, definitely. I absolutely loved watching Justin Herbert. I love Justin Herbert anyway, and I've always been in his corner when people have been slagging him off.
Yeah, Herbert gets a lot of hate. I think Herbert gets a hell of a lot of hate. I think he's a great quarterback.
He is. And they're letting him play. He's Herbert. I mean, he's Herbert, who is I can't remember his name right now. Philip Rivers. Great quarterback, couldn't win.
Yeah. Yeah, right? But he's played hurt a lot over the last couple of years, and he's also played in a very run-heavy offense. Now they're letting him throw the ball, and he looks like God.
When they talk to me about he was hurt and he was this and that, I think it was Howard Cosell back in the day when I was first watching football that said, "Wah wah wah wah."
Cardinals, 49ers.
Real quick, Jesse, real quick, just for the book. I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
I thought, okay. I thought
you got to speak up there. Yeah.
Well, that's what I did.
Cardinals and the 49ers. 49ers, go figure, are injured all over the place. But they still are 2.5-point favorites in this game. I like the Cardinals.
Is it Mac Jones this week?
Yes, Mac Jones.
Purdy's questionable.
Purdy's been practicing.
I saw that Purdy is quote unquote questionable, but someone did put out earlier.
So Schefter said he is highly unlikely to play, but Purdy is questionable.
I mean, look, a big toe, you can't just immobilize it and say, okay, play on it. You can't numb it and say play on it. I don't know if you've ever hurt your big toe or not.
I have put off surgery for 2 years on my big toe.
You can't do anything.
I can't run.
Tell Joe Burrow that.
Joe Burrow out.
He had surgery today.
Yeah,
going for the year. But without your big toe, if your big toe's bothering you, you can't do anything on a football field. I'm not sure about anything what we're talking about except
You
Big Toe.
too, Oscar. Yeah, good luck. I think it's going to be a good game, especially Mariota. I think you guys, I think it's a coin flip. Be honest with you.
Well, he's being honest with you, but I won't. I'll be honest with you too. I think that the Commanders should mop up the Raiders. Good to see you, Oscar. I'm glad you came in, man. I'm glad. Really, we welcome fans of any team that want to come in. And even if you want to talk trash with us, we're fine with that. It doesn't make any difference. This is all about us being fans and having some fun and just talking football on a Friday. And I know you Raiders guys, you're out on the West Coast, so it's probably, just about the end of your workday out there. So, hey, man, hey, hit the weekend. I'm glad to see you guys. So let's see here. Oscar, also most definitely a good game. But look, man, I'll tell you what. I went to Raiders-Redskins game. First game Max ever went to.
2005.
We had field passes, right?
Jesus Christ.
We went down on the field, right? You go on the sidelines before the game, right?
Randy Moss.
We're back. Yeah, Randy Moss. We're back behind the goalpost, right? And in FedEx, that's very close to the stands and very close to the line that you can't cross if you've got field passes. So the Raiders are down there warming up. They're catching passes and whatnot. And they're like within a couple of arms reaches. And Randy Moss is standing there. And I said to Max was 9, I think.
I was
Max,
9.
I said, tell him he ain't catching nothing today, Max. Just say, hey, Randy Moss, you ain't catching nothing today. Max hid behind my leg. Randy Moss.
He's the hugest person I've ever seen in my life.
Gigantic. So I said, not like this. Randy Moss, you ain't catching another day. And he turned around, kind of gave us this little, yeah. We intercepted a pass at the 5-yard line in the first quarter and then
did nothing.
Yeah, thanks. Norv beat us that day.
For normies as Commanders now, I think we've had enough years to get kind of over. I mean, you have your fans that's Redskins or nothing. Like
whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? Like
that's fine.
We had a Raider fan in here a little while ago talking about the Redskins, which is fine with me. I'm a Redskins fan, Commanders fan. I'm a team fan. I like the team that's here.
I'm a Washington fan.
Right. So to me, the name was it's just a corporate brand. I love the Redskins. I think this is the same team, just with a different name.
Yeah.
So, that's what I say. It was a classic name, but
I still call them the Skins too. I mean, it's just because we've said it for so many years, man. I try not to say the Commanders because it's
times
just a
change.
Mouthful.
I wear my Redskins gear. I wear my Commanders gear.
Yeah.
I have a Washington football team hat up there, but I don't wear that one.
So okay, who's
Niners? I didn't say
Niners.
Max?
I'm taking the Cardinals too. If it's Mac Jones, especially.
Who you got, Tony?
Niners.
Okay. All right.
Niners.
The 425 slate, or second 425 game. Dallas at the Bears. Bears are a home dog by only 1.5.
This matters. Yeah, Oscar's got a point here. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off there, but we were talking about the name. Oscar knows, man. That's a wholly different thing. Your team left, man. That's hard. I mean, in this day and age, because we got satellite TV and all that, we can watch every game. So it really, unless you were a season ticket holder and went every week, that's great. But I was thinking about this the other night, Oscar. I was like, damn, man, the Raiders are playing the Chargers. Who's coming to fight? Is there anybody coming to fight in the stands? Is there any of these guys ever show? Is that rivalry going to live through all of this, man?
I still call the Chargers a San Diego.
San Diego, fuck them. When they played the Raiders, there was legitimate hate.
Yeah,
and that's good for football.
Qualcomm Stadium was a pretty cool stadium.
Yeah,
you could get pushed under the end zone in that one corner, or under that the bleachers in that one corner.
That's where we won Super Bowl 22.
That's right.
All right, Dallas at the Bears. Bears are a 1.5 dog. Man,
Dallas.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
I'm going to go.
No.
I'm going to Chicago.
I'm not listening to the coin on this one. I'm taking the Bears. The Bears are going to get their first win, although their defense is really beat up.
Dak is going to light that defense up.
I mean, yeah, but you know what? Their defense sucks too. The Bears should light that defense. You know what? All right, I'm changing it back. Scott, Cowboys officially.
It's the John Walk back, everybody.
I'm going to take the Bears in a track meet
Oh,
Yeah, I
Adrian,
think it's gonna be
37-34.
Yeah.
poor Adrian. Adrian's a Bears fan. He's been my friend for a long time, and yeah, man, that's too bad. The first game I watched, the Bears and the Vikings, their defense was playing really well, but injuries last week just crushed them. That's too bad.
All right, we have the Chiefs at the Giants. Chiefs are favored by 5.5. I think this game's going to be a little bit closer. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants.
But it wouldn't surprise me if the Giants squeak this one out. Something's wrong with the Chiefs right now. Something's wrong with the Chiefs, but I'm taking the Chiefs.
I mean, if the Chiefs can't beat the Giants, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
Chiefs
got to get Chiefs to come away with their first one of the season. They have to.
They have to, but that doesn't mean they can. Their talent just isn't out there on the field right now. Other than without Patrick Mahomes, they don't have much going on. I mean, that dude's putting that team on his back.
Is Worthy playing?
Worthy's questionable, isn't he? So he may play.
Yeah.
Is that the big weapon that they need to turn everything around? I don't know.
Their big weapon's coming back in week 7.
Back the clock like 2 years with Travis Kelce. I need him because I have shit for tight ends in my dynasty league. But somehow I'm still in first place.
Bread and butter Pinot Noir.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. All right, what was the next game?
All right, we got
Monday night.
Monday night game of the week, definitely. Detroit at Baltimore. Wow, Baltimore's favored by 5.5. I would take Detroit in the points.
That's big, yeah.
I would take Detroit in the points, but I'll take the Ravens.
I do think Baltimore does win this game, but
Baltimore at home is a monster.
This is going to be a fun game. Too bad it's on Monday night. And my bedtime's at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore is going to.
Baltimore. Give me Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy, Adrian. Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore for the win on that one. Oscar's taking the Ravens as well. All right, so is that the last game of the day?
That's
no,
it.
we got
one more. We got one more. The real game of the week. Las Vegas is traveling all the way to the East Coast to take on the Washington Commanders football team, Redskins.
There we go. All right, so I'm taking the Commanders. I took them in the 3 point. I gave the 3 points on my card.
It was 3.5 yesterday. Now it went down to 3. It started out at 6.5. It was 6.5. Then the Jayden stuff went down to 3.5. Now it's at 3.
What's your score?
27-17 Commanders.
Surprised at you right now.
26-27.
I am disappointed in you, Father.
Why would that be?
Because you didn't say the obvious score.
So
38-9?
30.
No. Dude, that's twice I've said those numbers in that conjunction.
You had the opportunity to give it in the middle
I'm going to
finger.
throw up if I say that. If I say those numbers in that sequence again, seriously, like Beetlejuice is coming. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. No.
I don't know.
Hey, Oscar,
I don't think the Raiders are going to be able to score.
Fuck Jim Plunkett. Fuck Flores.
I think it'll be 28-10 Washington.
Jack Squirick. Fuck him.
I'll take the Commanders 20-17.
That's a low scoring game.
I think it will be low scoring.
Obviously.
I think
37 points. I think the over under is like 45.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think they'll just about sneak it.
Over under is 43.5.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, give me the under.
Yeah, that's really low. All right then. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and hit this music because we do have some email to get to.
Ooh.
So, that's the wrong music. That's the Jessy music. We're not playing you out yet. You got to stick around for this. So this. There we go. All right. So, hey, everybody. Email, and we have an email address. It is bleedingburgundypodcast@gmail.com. So go ahead and write us if you want to. bleedingburgundypodcast@gmail.com. I don't care what you write us. And thank you, Inga from Sweden, for offering to send us those nudes. I tell you what, that was fucking awesome, you know. And ever since I replied back and said thank you, I have gotten like 10,000 more emails just like that. That's freaking beautiful. I love the internet for women that want to show me their tits. All right, let's see. We'll go to emails right now. Oh, what do you got?
One second. I think picking up Mariota is probably a good play. Having him as a handcuff this week.
All right, well, that's good. Go ahead and put up another one because I forgot to upload the thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it'll only take a second here. Who else we got here?
We got Jenny's going to be cooking this game. Mark my words. He might. We're pretty good stop and run though this year. pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, sorry, I'm trying to find them here. God damn it!
Open this app, and this is the first thing that pops up. Good. That means the algorithm is working.
It works. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, hey, really? Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I think it's this one. No, it's this one, and this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough.
You can't change the Raiders logo.
No,
Yeah.
that would be the worst one.
Yeah. It was tough to lose it. We all had our feelings about this. We didn't think the logo by any means was any issue whatsoever. In reality, it was respect. If you know the history behind the logo itself, it was sad to see it go. It really was. But after all the infighting with different fans and stuff like that, it grew old, and it grew old.
Well,
fast.
after the owner turned out to be such a fucking pervert,
That's true.
you got to do something. And the NFL had been wanting to get that changed for a long time. Now, you Raiders fans, who's your logo? Now, this is always something I like to throw out there for Raiders fans. Go to Google and type in the name Randolph Scott.
An actor, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he was an actor. Here, I'll tell you some fun about Randolph Scott. He was a big time actor that made a lot of westerns in the 40s and 50s back in Hollywood. He was one of the original founders that really invested in California oil and got rich as fuck. He was gay as a $3 bill and used to sleep with Rock Hudson. So there you go. But that's your logo. He's your logo.
We appreciate it. Snap Gotti 916.
All right, well, Snap, here we go. We're going to get some emails. You can write us at bleedingbirdiePodcast@gmail.com. All right, our first email of the day comes to us and says, let's see here. Dear guys, honestly, I really hope they show Travis's girlfriend a lot more often just to keep the cameras off the shit we're putting out on the field. Jesus, I'm hungry. I want a box of Oreos and some clam dip with olives. Sincerely, Andy R., bottom of the NFC West. Well, nice to hear from Andy there. Let's see here. Number 2 email of the day. Dear NFL viewer, isn't the 2025 season starting out great? We are rolling into week 3 already, and wow, do we have a slate of matchups for you. First off, up in Minnesota, we get the annual parade of backup quarterbacks, started with a great game featuring Joey Browning and Carson Wentz. Down in Arizona, we might see Brock Purdy play, but maybe not. And that's great news for Mac Jones fans. I think all 3 of them, including his mother. In Washington, Marcus Mariota is set to take the field, and wow, we're just getting started. Get ready for more Backupalooza 25, as we call a fuck ton of penalties designed to protect guys we can't protect and end up fucking guys playing good defense. Hell yeah. Roger G from NFL HQ. Thank you, Roger, for fucking up the game and making it very difficult for defense to play.
I got a question for Roger.
You do.
Who the hell's Joey Browning?
Who's Joey Browning? I don't know. Wait a minute.
I think he meant Jake Browning.
Is that what I put down there? Joey Browning? Commissioner was obviously drinking Pinot Noir when he wrote it.
He must have. Yeah.
All right. Number 3 email of the day is this one? No, it's not. This one. Yeah, that's the one.
No, it's
all
not.
Right. So our number 3 email of the day.
No,
Dear NFL viewer. No, that's
Nope.
not it. God damn it. Where's my other one? You motherfucker. Is that it?
Nope.
That's
There
it.
it is.
There it is. Hot dang. Dear podcast. Look, man. Like, we all know what's going on here, right? Like, nobody respects me in the locker room. Players show up for meetings like anytime they want to. No accountability. Tyreek is off slapping around or knocking up every bitch he can find, for crying out loud. Cops are calling, lawyers are calling, and my owner wants wins like now. Meanwhile, climate change has my chakras all out of alignment, man. And like, without them functioning, like, I just don't know. Oh, hey, did you know Gloria Estefan is one of our owners? That's sort of why I took the job. I always wanted to bang her, man. But since I only met her once, I bet she's there when they fire me, though. That bitch. Best regards, M. McDaniel, Miami. All right, so when does he get fired? When do you think?
Next week.
Next week.
If they lose to the Jets, I think they have the Jets next week.
He's got one more week in him.
Honest to God, I think in any NFL coach's contract, there should be a clause that says if you lose to the Jets, you are fired.
They have a Thursday night to a Monday night gap. That's awful.
Oh, well, you know what?
You
Here's why.
Well, you get an extra day, 11 days.
It is. And the bad thing about it, when you really come right down to it, with all the shit that this country's going through, to make us watch them on national television twice, it's just terrible. I don't even know if I can go on anymore. In fact, I don't think I can. Just thinking about the fact that we're going to have to watch the Dolphins on national TV 2 weeks in a row. It hurts, man. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Right after we'll be back. We're not going to do the mashup, are we? I don't really feel like doing a mashup, but we'll be back. I don't know. You never know. We might show up Sunday after the football game and discuss what happened. But we will be here on Tuesday, and we will discuss whatever happens on Sunday, including the Commanders' big win over the Raiders. Until then, you can see us at bleedingburgundy.com. You can write to us at bleedingburgundypodcast@gmail.com. And you can come and visit this channel and see all kinds of goofy shit that you never thought you'd see before. Till then, see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.